It is what's this today? Today is 11:35 p.m. Tuesday, January 21st, and that's interesting programming because it's the 21st, and the 21st is big program because there was a satanic outbreak, I believe, in Montenegro because of the communist Marxist Satanism within the Serbian community and Yugoslavian community that was there, and then they unleashed it on the Nazis, and it kind of backfired. So um, yeah, I think that's when the Nazis started their war crimes. But interesting enough, talking about um, like black ops and stuff. Look at this. Okay, it says what a 4,000 node Leo constellation might look like. All right, check this out. Blow. Look at it. This is what a Leo constellation would look like. This is like kind of like Starlink, and but look, the most important thing is 4,000 node. 4,000 node is a form of telecommunications. And I'm looking at some mapping, and I alerted the FBI. I called somebody else, and if the FBI is watching this, if you don't understand, this right here is satellite. 4,000 node is a form of communication. How come on mapping militant projects, every extremist is going through nodes? And they all get these through an application. If you are FBI, from the application, I wrote it. It starts with a C, and it has to do with gang. But the only thing is these nodes are like they are um forms of communication through the Temple of Set. Because I think Santanis Ray took um I think Santanis Ray, which is in Temple of Lucifer, the Light, took the Temple of Set and re-engineered it to a standard of, it's just what it is it's satellites communication through the pineal system, through fluoride connected, and I would imagine it has to do with fluoride calcified within your pineal gland, because fluoride actually is electric inductive, and then to re-hardwire this Temple of Set system, because Temple of Set was originally created by the captain of the army, Michael Aquino, after he made the Church of Satan. He made the Church of Satan first, I believe, to catch communist Marxist Satanism. And then because they already had this system within the Nazi community, because they call it Vril. And then he re engineered this, and he tried to build a trap door for Satanism to catch Nazis and fascism before it got into the mainstream America church. And I think he had the Temple of Set as a backup, so that really the Church of Satan wouldn't see it coming, and neither would any of those communist Marxist Satanists. But I think that somebody did see it coming, and I think it's got infiltrated again. And now they've worked really hard. But if anybody's watching, can anybody like really tell me if mapping militant projects, when you go to those nodes, do not write them. Again, do not write them any craziness on my behalf, because it's just a theory. Like if you go to um let's say one that was originally it was called the Oath Keepers, and they own North Carolina, all of North Carolina. They own, if you're a Crip, Blood, or whatever you're watching, you don't own, you own your property, but you don't own the heavens, and you don't own mind control. You don't own anything particularly that's going to stand in the face of this kind of networking. And it was originally 580. That was the original first node. And then all of a sudden, once he got in trouble, he got arrested. Now it's like five something, something, something. But, anyways, but 580 is actually hardware. Like, it's hardware. It's actually like antennas. If you look it up, yes, it's a node, but it's actually a piece of antenna. Like, it's like actual physical object that you plug into a computer that you could talk to a satellite through. And then, like next door, Temple of Blood is 534. And I've looked it up, and I don't really see any hardware equipment, but that would be understandable because it's technically a, that's what the Oath Keepers is almost so borderline legal that they were like really ballsy with it. Like, if people knew what was going on, but I don't think they do. But Simple of Blood, certainly they're not going to be like, yeah, we have legal sophistication that actually matters. Because if you look up their write ups, they're absolutely freaking terrible. Like they're propaganda. It's like a monster system of Satanism and astrovampirism, and you're like, astrovampirism. Who believes in that shit? Well, if you really look up this right here, they can run astrovampirism, but they don't run astrovampirism like they're vampires with teeth. And that's, I mean, you can go to the club and do that. You can wear a pair of teeth and go to the club and look good. But these people like actually practice fascist Nazi cussing, but they aim to kill predominantly Catholics and Muslims, because it's where their write ups that they run the transmitting utilities, right? It On the write ups, they don't have to give any of their money back in an investigation on a 9-digit secretariat, because they are excommunicated from the church. So therefore, it's a unpardonable sin. So they, on their write ups, that they write it up like, well, we raised all this funding, but we don't have to give you anything because he died. Well, how? Astrovampirism is suicide, because that's what we set him in there for. So you're telling me that you rigged into this guy? You basically killed him through satellite harassment, and then you won't give me a dime of what my secretary investigation was on them for your little petty crime that you set them in for, because you have like hidden back doors on um, 186 international law, and just the petty stuff. It's I like, if you watch my other videos, you're gonna understand what I'm saying. But this is a 4,000 node. This is a beast of a system, and it's not the beast system. It's not the end of the world. This is just one. This is just a military weapon. Like, and if I, like, people say, well, Jesse, you're schizophrenic, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, I get it. I would understand if I was schizophrenic, but people that get out of the prison system are getting rigged into this system. If you read Temple of Blood, Martinet Press, Iron Gate, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. Iron Gate is real. It is not a fake thing, and it is a communication system that is going to take over America if this shit does not get fixed. Um, and I'm not saying, if Temple of Blood takes over, it's because America was dumb, and then maybe it was the upper hand, an apocalyptic world of an imperium that is just almost like the Purge, and maybe that's the best that we could have got out of the whole world collapsing on itself on this program. Which, I mean, maybe if that's the best we got, maybe that's the best we got. Maybe we could have got dealt worse. So I'm not really, I'm not gonna get bash Temple Blood too hard, because I'm not trying to get killed. But I'm saying, like, well, okay. So I guess the purge is pretty acceptable. Well, they're like, well, you know what they're doing in North Korea? They're just eating each other. I'm like, well, I'm glad I'm in the porch. Like, it's like, begrudgingly accept my fate. But it's just like, but this node is like real. So if this mapping militant project is like using antennas, the satellite, and running 4,000 node, which I think 4,000 node honestly would probably be San Antenna's rig, but again, not trying to get killed. So, oops. But anyways, and that runs off of a Double Dragon, which is a rental, which is connected to, I think, the Lafayette Arms of Carolina to Freemasonry. I didn't say anything. Anyways, this could be something, So I say, but when you are experiencing schizophrenia and you are experiencing like I had like the other day, like this I woke up and there's like somebody beamed into my bed and they were like talking. They sound like a demon. I was like, but it was like, and they were like, and then I woke up and I was like, I'm not scared of you, like. I was like, I'm just not scared of you today, man. I know this is trickery by satellite. They get so mad, and they're like, because I got rigged into this in Burlington, out of all places, in a trap house. But they rig you in for death and suicide, and they drive you crazy, and they make you feel that you're not close to God. It's called Siege Program in Reverse, and this is what the church is gonna look forward to. Because if you go to Vice News and you look up Temple of Lucifer and the Seed of Light, they actively want to. They didn't say they want to start a war with the church, but they did say Santanis Ray has a shield, which is maybe this, that conceals everything hidden in their operations. And as far as that, it doesn't say that it wants to make a war with the church, because they don't have to. Like, they've already won if this doesn't get understood. So if anybody is listening that understands this kind of technology exists, it's here, right here in America. It's about being rigged up to perfection, and it's where I told you it was. Please listen to me. It's not too late. We just need to figure out what's going on. It really just, I'm not that tech savvy, but it is what it is. So thank you for listening.